Welcome to New Teacher Talk. My name is Melissa Laun, and I've spent over 10 years as an educational administrator and an evaluator of countless teacher lessons. As the CEO of CareTime Consulting, I now help other administrators develop their observational skills and the skill to provide meaningful feedback to teachers. Today, I'm here to address a pressing issue faced by many new teachers: the unintentional tendency to rely on recall level questions in the classroom. You see, I only know this because I too resort to recall level questioning when I'm unaware. I still do it to this day. So as a professional development specialist, I would plan out all these learning activities for trainings and workshops, but I rarely spent the time preparing for critical thinking questions or problem-solving discussion prompts in advance. And here's why this is a problem. I immediately went to recall questioning. It's a trap. Many educators fall into it, and it's simply ineffective. I like professor and author Susan Burkhart. She's written many books that I love, but she once said the reason why recall level questions are so prevalent is that they are the easiest kind to write. Teachers who do not specifically plan classroom discussion questions ahead of time to tap particular higher order thinking skills, but rather ask extemporaneous questions on their feet, are likely to ask recall questions. Okay, so that's a mouthful. So let's just put that into plain speak. If teachers didn't plan higher order thinking questions in advance, they automatically asked recall questions by default. And as an evaluator, I can attest and I witness firsthand how this is true. The obvious is that higher order thinking questions challenge students to analyze, evaluate, and question, and create and push students beyond memorization. And last I checked, standards do not ask teachers to teach memorization. We are looking for how students use critical thinking and develop a deeper understanding of the content. In today's rich information world, memorizing facts isn't the priority. We have the power of lightning speed computers and ready access to endless information. What's truly essential is the ability to navigate the sea of data effectively. This is where higher order thinking comes into play. Higher order thinking moves beyond recall of facts. That's it. It's about analyzing, evaluating, and creating from the knowledge we have at our fingertips. It's not about the facts. It's about discerning what's true and what we believe and why we believe it. It's about applying knowledge that what's really happening in the world. This is critical thinking, and it's a cornerstone of the 21st century. It's easy to fall into the trap of asking on-the-spot questions. However, this often results in recall level questions that may not engage students in meaningful discussion or stimulate critical thinking. So how can we break away from the cycle of relying on recall questions? Well, the answer lies in planning. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but effective teachers take the time to prep 3 to 4 higher order thinking questions in advance. This deliberate preparation ensures that you guide your students towards higher cognitive skills and structured discussions. So Susan Burkhart, in her research, emphasizes the importance of this preparation. By dedicating just 2 to 3 minutes to write out 2 to 3 higher order questions before your lesson, you set yourself up for success. You commit to asking these thought-provoking questions during your lesson, reducing the temptation to fall back on recall questions. In essence, this simple act of planning empowers you as an educator to foster critical thinking and engage your students in meaningful dialogue. It's a small investment in your time that yields significant rewards in the classroom. So let's take a closer look at how we can transform recall questions into higher order questioning. All right, instead of asking students to remember a basic scientific concept related to photosynthesis, you can ask them to get into groups and imagine that they are scientists exploring a new planet. They discover a strange, colorful planet that seems to glow in the dark. Now, their job is to describe what observations they would make about this planet and explain how you would see those observations to form a hypothesis about why the planet glows. Instead of what are the basic units of measurement for distance, time, and speed, again, those are just memorization things. You can ask students something like you are planning a road trip from city A to city B. You have a map with various routes. Each route has different distances, terrains, and speed limits. Their goal is to minimize travel time while staying within the speed limits. How would you use mathematical concepts like distance, time, and speed to calculate the optimal route? And what factors would they consider in that decision-making process? See, these higher order questions and discussions not only stimulate critical thinking, but also encourage students to apply their knowledge, analyze situations, and create meaningful responses. As educators, it's our responsibility to foster these skills and guide our students toward becoming critical thinkers who can navigate information with confidence. And you, the teacher, would also impress the pants off your administrator. So thank you for listening. I hope that you become a regular follower of this podcast channel. And remember, as a new teacher, we are here to help you.